Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another episode of Facebeat with Mihlali. Before we get any further into this video, I just wanted to wish you guys a very happy new year. I hope that you guys entered into this new year safely. I am so excited for the year 2021. What I love about New Year's time is that it just is a season that comes with so much hope, so many new opportunities, so many possibilities as well. Especially for those who had a rough 2020, it was definitely a very taxing year for all of us. So I hope everyone's feeling a little bit more positive about entering into this new year and just realigning their goals, setting New Year's resolution and starting on a new slate, a clean slate. So let us get into today's video. It's all going to be centered around some amazing shows that my friends from BBC have put us on. They've turned their focus to Live Your Fullest Life, which really just allows us to focus on slaying and being ready for anything that this year brings our way.
I like those words.
So let's live our fullest life and get this glam on. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to DStv's channel and share if you can. If you're going to leave any comment down below, hashtag Facebeat with Mihlali, just for engagement purposes. So yeah, loves, let's get into it. So I've started off by prepping my skin with the setting spray. I'm just going in with it again because it's nice and mattifying. I have done my eyebrows off camera as usual. You guys know eyebrows take forever, so I prefer not to do that on camera. I'm just going in with a blurring primer just to smoothen out the texture I have on my skin and help my makeup last longer and just help it also look flawless. Primer is very important. So this is a step that I would recommend that you do not skip. Obviously, this really just depends on everyone's skin concerns and anything that they want to focus on. There are primers specifically for oily skin, for dry skin, for combination skin, for problematic skin. Anything and everything. You name it, you'll find it. So today's look is all about rainbow glam, and on that note, I'm gonna grab my concealer, which is a couple of shades lighter than me, actually quite a few. This is really just gonna help the makeup pop and stand out. Okay, so I've put some concealer on the back of my hand and I'm gonna blend that in using a fluffy blending brush. So today we are starting with eyes, as you guys can see, because today's eye look is quite dramatic. We are going to be creating a rainbow eye. By the way, if you guys think this is my outfit, you are mistaken. I'm definitely going to change. It's just I'm working with a lot of color today, so you know, it happens that you get eyeshadow fall out when you're working with eyeshadows, and I wouldn't want to stain my beautiful New Year's outfit. So I'm gonna get changed once I'm done with my look. By the way, if you guys want to see how I create this look, the technique and any other tips and tricks, then watch right up until the end. Don't even skip a second, okay? So speaking about standing out and just being bold and, you know, asserting yourself and being full of self-expression. We live in a time where creatives are embraced, and just being your authentic self is something that's celebrated. But just to do something that you wouldn't be able to do on the average day, which is like this makeup look. So I'm just going to be working this neutral shade into my right eye, and I'm going to blend that all in with a fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. This is just going to work as a transition color. And what I love about eyeshadow, and shout out to whoever actually invented eyeshadow, because it's like they knew that in 2020 we're going to be struck with a pandemic trial, and the only way that we are able to express ourselves and our makeup is via our eyes. So there is no mask that is going to defeat us this New Year's. There's no mask that's going to take away us being able to just express ourselves and be creative and look good. So this is what I absolutely love about this eye look, is that it allows you to still be bold and show your personality. So I'm going into this orange shade over here, and I'm gonna work this into my crease like so, and I'm using a smaller blending brush. So as you guys probably guessed when you saw the thumbnail, or well, actually what you saw is that the one eye is going to be a warm tone and the other eye is going to be cool tones, and I'm going to stick to making this eye orange. I think I'm actually going to work on one eye at a time, because obviously I have to use different brushes for each eye because it's completely different shadows, and I wouldn't want to make the mistake of putting orange on the left hand side. I don't know if I should make the left blue or green. And if you do recreate this look, please don't forget to tag myself as well as DStv using the hashtag Facebeat with Mihlali. So sometimes life can take a huge toll on us as individuals. I mean, we all have such demanding lives, so many commitments and responsibilities that we often forget to look after ourselves. And I really appreciate the show 10 Years Younger in 10 Days on BBC Lifestyle, because it sort of highlights the importance of not only looking after your emotional and mental well-being, but also physically, and the various ways that you can sort of remember and practice the importance of self-care and putting yourself first. Because as much as there's so much that needs to be done in life, you actually can't function without looking after yourself, because you're the person who needs to get those things done. And if you're not taking care of you, then how will you get anything done?
Oh, I'm down for this, let's go.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm grabbing some concealer and I'm going to create a halo eye. I think all of these, I'm actually going to create a halo eye for all of both eyes. I don't know, I'm saying all of, as if I have more than 2 sets of eyes. One set of eyes. Packing that onto the center, and then I'm just gonna carve just above my actual crease, because we don't want any of the shimmer transferring and disturbing the mattes. All right. One thing about me, I will not speak while cutting any crease or creating a halo, because you could easily make a mess. So the show is about making people look and feel 10 years younger in 10 days without having to go under the knife. So through dentistry, Botox, exercise, meditating, there's various ways just to nurture yourself physically as well as internally. So for example, therapy plays a huge role, because one of the things that came out of 2020 was just forcing people to deal with their mental health issues and just admitting that they're not okay, which is probably something I really appreciate about this previous year. As much as it was extremely challenging, it really allowed us to sort of reflect and realign ourselves and center ourselves.
And it happens to us all at different times, doesn't it?
So I'm going in with this shimmery shade over here. This is what the two looks are gonna have in common, by the way, and I'm focusing this on the center of the eye. I just need a thinner brush. Perfect. And then I am going to grab a very deep orange to put on the outer corners. I'm gonna work that. And this is just gonna help the halo blend smoothly into the rest of the eyeshadow and just transition well. I think the most touching moment for me on the show was definitely when Paulette was recorded chanting that she's enough, I'm enough, I'm enough.
I am enough! Yes, you are! I am enough! Yes, you are!
Which is something that we often forget to do, just to practice self-love and fully embody it. So that was a moment that really made me realize, and many other viewers, that it's important to remind yourself that you are enough, especially in a world that's so busy with such demanding schedules. We often focus more on caring for other people and catering to other people before ourselves. And I was so surprised to see how good, I mean, I didn't expect anything less, but she looked so good. The transformation was absolutely incredible, and it just goes to show that not only can a literal makeover of your outfit, your hair, whatever the case may be, but also just nurturing yourself emotionally and mentally. It can have a huge difference on your physical appearance. So I think we're done for this eye. I'm gonna come back and do a bit more blending. I just want to move on to the left, otherwise we'll be here for the next hour. Okay guys, so now we're gonna move on to the left hand side, and I'm gonna be going in with this blue eyeshadow palette as well as this green one. So I'm first gonna go in with this green shade over here, which I'm gonna be using as a transition color. I also really hope Paulette actually went out on the day of her makeover, or maybe even just had, you know, a nice dinner with family and friends, because I'm a strong believer in not wasting a face beat. Best believe I am going somewhere after this. Amazing. Also, the show includes quite a few tips and tricks that you guys can try out at home. So I'd highly recommend that you check out 10 Years Younger in 10 Days, just to see how you could possibly, you know, elevate your look.
It's wonderful, it really is.
Green isn't paying off the way I would like it to, so I'm switching to this blue over here, and I'm just gonna focus this. Yep, it's the pigment for me. I'm gonna focus this on the outer corners, and I'm gonna blend away. Oh, I'm absolutely obsessed with this color. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So I like to blend as I go, as you guys can see. And then I'm also going to grab another clean brush. The amount of brushes we're going to use today, child. And I want to go into this limeish color over here. And I'm going to focus this on the inner corner. Blending into the blue that we used. And then I'm gonna blend like so, just to make sure that the two colors meet and they get married. Okay. And then now I'm gonna move into concealer, and I'm gonna create my halo eye once again, like I did on the previous side. Tap, tap, tap. I'm absolutely loving how this look is coming together. If you are someone who is scared of experimenting on the average day, then these are the kind of looks that you can sort of save on your phone via various apps online, and just honestly recreate them once you're given the opportunity. So one thing that's very important, and I think why a lot of people struggle with, you know, self-expression and just self-acceptance, is confidence. Confidence allows you to wear and rock and kill anything and everything. You could honestly be wearing something that is deemed to be extremely mediocre or average, or maybe even crazy. Then I'm gonna get a smaller brush just to focus that and not disturb the... Definitely looks a little bit brighter on this side and then this side, but that's fine. That's nothing we can't fix. If this entire explanation of confidence that I'm giving you guys is making you look crazy, or you guys don't understand it, then you should definitely watch the show Look Good Naked. So the only difference with this show is that it doesn't encourage people to go under the knife, but to rather work on themselves, accept themselves, and believe that they are enough and that they look good.
What I need to do is I need to teach you that all of this actually is quite perfect.
So I'm just going in with a deeper blue just to blend out the outside of the halo. So what happens in Look Good Naked, the host basically gets a whole bunch of contestants and he forces them, I don't want to use the word force, but he makes them stand in front of a mirror naked and really just deal and tackle their flaws, identify what they exactly have an issue with, or rather their insecurities really. And then he helps them build up their confidence. They do nude shoots, those pictures go on the streets, and then at the end of the show they do a whole entire runway, a fashion show where people then strip their clothes in front of an audience, a huge audience might I add. I have to give them props for the level of confidence to be able to do that. And then yeah, some of them even show their butts. It's quite interesting. It's definitely something that I would highly recommend that you guys check out. And I feel like those kind of shows, even though you're not on them, they can have quite a huge impact on you when you are even watching from home.
But the girls did it!
So I want to grab a pink color and go in with that on this side of the orange. So I'm going into this pink called Idolize, and I'm just working that into, ooh, look at that. Just gonna blend, and I'm gonna grab a blending brush just to work that in. So considering how much pressure this show or the contestants might put on Gok1, who's actually the host, he has to undergo therapy throughout the entire show to make sure that other people's issues and insecurities don't necessarily trigger his own, which I think is something that's very important when you are in a position where you're trying to help people. You really need to first tackle your own issues, because it's very easy to, you know, be listening to everything that everyone's going through, and then next thing now you are emotionally overwhelmed or exhausted and you're not necessarily processing these kind of things, which can lead to a lot of mental health issues. I don't know about you guys, but I like to think that I'm extremely confident. I've come a very long way when it comes to how I feel about myself, how I view myself. I think especially in a space where I grew up on social media, basically. I mean, I started my career in 2016. I was on Instagram since 2014, right after high school, 18. Now I'm at the age of 24. So people have seen me transition through different stages and phases of my life. People have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. People have seen the petite, innocent young girl, and you guys have watched me grow now into this fuller figure, curvaceous woman who is a lot more assertive, a lot more outspoken, a lot more confident. And I think the most challenging thing about putting yourself out there from a young age is that the things that you would rather go through privately, such as the changes in your body, the changes in your thinking, there's no longer that safe place when you're on social media or when you are a public figure, because now you have to go through all of those kind of things in front of people. So it just gives people the opportunity to attack or to nitpick everything, like, oh my gosh, why is she gaining weight? She's so fat now. Oh no, she has acne. Has she had acne all her life? Let's go watch her old videos. Oh, she was dating this person, now she's doing this, and na. So I want to ask you guys, would you guys have the confidence to put are you guys confident enough to put your life out there? As much as with this show, it's not necessarily about putting your life out there, but to a certain degree, you're going to be in a very vulnerable position. And the whole, fashion show, where next thing you take off your clothes, the whole process of having your pictures on the street half naked, things like that, just to push boundaries and help you tackle your insecurities. Is it something that you'd be able to do? I personally don't think I would have the confidence to put myself out there physically like that, but even putting myself out there like this on social media as a content creator, I think requires a certain level of confidence, as well as just being sure of yourself prior. Otherwise, you can easily let what people say about you break you, and that's something I'm grateful for, is that I entered into this space after having done so much work on myself that there's very few things that people say that can, you know, completely hurt me or break me. I am human. There are things that people say that hurt a lot, but it's about being confident, you know? Okay, darlings, so the next step we are moving on to is highlighting. So you're gonna grab your favorite concealer, preferably a shade that's 1, 2, or 3 lighter than you, just to help brighten up the center of your face. One thing foundation will definitely do is make your face look very flat. Naturally, our faces have a lot of shape and dimension because of the way God created them to be. So you just really want to bring that all back with some highlighting. I am so excited that this look is coming together so well. I'm starting to feel extremely gorgeous and fabulous. If you are following this video while you're doing your own face, I hope you are feeling the same way. And I feel like I'm red carpet ready, guys, to be quite honest. And it is award season. By the way, shout out to Trevor Noah, who's hosting the Grammy Awards. That is so exciting. He's honestly really representing us well and putting South Africa on the map. So we're very proud of him for doing that. So I just need a little bit more concealer because I feel like I didn't put enough. If you guys are wondering what's going on with my lower lash line, I am going to work on that once I'm done highlighting my face. I'm just blending that out with the Beauty Blender. What is your guys' favorite award show, by the way? Let me know down below. To be quite honest, I can't even pick. I'm a huge fan of the Oscars. Anything that really I like anything that just helps celebrate talent. You know, the one thing that people really do need especially in creative spaces, as a creative, just to have that nod from various companies and platforms, it just means so much. So anything that celebrates and recognizes talent, especially talent that is extremely deserving. Not that there's talent that isn't deserving, but there's certain people that we feel like are often underrated for the longest time, and then when they finally get that recognition, it means the world. Because I can imagine, and I know exactly how it feels to feel like you're putting your all into your craft and there isn't necessarily anybody seeing or celebrating that. So platforms like that really just allow people to celebrate talent and appreciate them. I'm really excited to see what people are going to be wearing at the Grammys, because to be quite honest, fashion is a huge statement and you are exactly what you wear, honey. And that is the title of the next show I will be discussing with you guys. So the show basically teaches people how to dress appropriately for their body shape, body size, which is something a lot of people really do struggle with. And I think this is something that can honestly take your confidence to the next level. So instead of us having to conform to society's ideal standards of beauty based on our physical appearance, our weight and size, there's now fashion and various fashion brands that embrace and celebrate every single body shape and form. And just learning how to dress for your body can take your confidence from here to up here.
Oh, this is incredible. Wow. I'm stunned.
There's also a panel of stylists which help guide people on the show, helping them pick out things that are suitable for their body, because honestly, not everybody knows how to dress appropriately for their bodies. So if you want to upgrade your look for 2021, then catch You Are What You Wear on BBC Lifestyle.
Done.
Let's finish this look, loves. We're running out of time. Now we're moving on to contour. I'm just going to be going in with one of my favorite contour palettes. And I'm going to be chiseling and carving out them cheekbones so that we can look fabulously sculpted. As you guys know already, I'm not even talking you guys through the step because you guys already know what we highlight. I mean what we contour, sorry. That's my bad. Now I'm gonna move on to my nose, and I'm going to be contouring that with the exact same powder that I used to just Okay, so now we're gonna blush it up. I'm actually gonna come back to the eyes last. I'm such a blush girl. One thing about me is that I will put on blush. And then next we are going to highlight the face, and I'm using one of my favorite highlighters of all time. But before I highlight my face, I actually want to go in with some setting spray. So actually we're gonna go into the lower lash line now instead of doing the highlighter first. So I'm basically gonna use similar shades to what I used on my lid, on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna start off with pink, then I'm gonna work in some orange, and then I'm gonna end with like a yellow or a shimmery gold over here. This side I'll do a deep blue, a greeny line, and then a shimmery light color. So I'm gonna start with the right hand side. So I'm quickly gonna go and stick my lashes off camera, and I'll be back just to finish the rest of my face. Okay my love, so I'm done with my lashes, and now I'm currently highlighting my face. I've already highlighted the bridge of my nose. I thought my camera was recording, but it wasn't. Cheekbones. Ooh, stunning. So I'm gonna be finishing off the look using a nude lip gloss just to bring through that sparkle. And then I'm gonna set my face. And last but not least, just to add a bit more oomph to the eye, I'm now going to highlight my inner corners. So I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go put on my New Year's dress, and then I'll be back to show you guys the final look. If there's one thing that 2020 has taught us, is to sparkle at all times, because you truly don't know what will happen. So this is my New Year's outfit, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Recreate this look and add your own twist to it, and don't forget to hashtag Facebeat with Mihlali and tag DStv. Make sure to get into the BBC Live Your Fullest live shows. You can also watch all the catch up in the world using your Explorer. So download the app immediately and be master of the catch up universe. Link to download is in the description box down below.
I love it. I absolutely love this.
If there's any looks that you guys would like to see me try and recreate, please leave a comment down below using the hashtag of Facebeat with Mihlali. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to DSTV's YouTube channel, and share it if you can. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and all the best for 2021. Mwah!